two sections of Africa, of the continent, have started to move apart, and this change is associated with the East African Rift System.
Imagine standing on a continent which is about to be torn apart. This is going to be a seismic shift not seen in millions of years, and it's happening right now in Africa. The continent, known for its vast deserts and diverse wildlife, is slowly splitting into two. But what forces are powerful enough to break a continent? And how does such a massive change go almost unnoticed? From the sudden appearance of giant rifts to the birth of a new ocean, every twist in this tale challenges our understanding of Earth's dynamics. Join us as we explore this monumental transformation set to reshape the very face of our planet. Historical context. It all begins with the transformative theory of plate tectonics. This groundbreaking concept, revolutionizing our understanding of Earth's dynamics, reveals the ongoing division of the African plate into the Somali and Nubian plates. This rift, a phenomenon dating back 25 million years ago, showcases a world in constant motion, stretching thousands of kilometers across East Africa. Over decades, scientists have unraveled the mysteries of this rift, from theories of crustal density differences to the influential role of mantle plumes beneath the rift. The most recent insights suggest a feedback loop between magmatism and plate tectonics, driven by oblique rifting conditions. This complex interplay of lithospheric thinning and volcanic activity shows a picture of the African continent ever evolving, slowly but inevitably moving towards a monumental geographical transformation. The Kenyan Rift Valley Incident. In 2018, a dramatic incident unfolded in Kenya, capturing global attention and igniting discussions about the Earth's dynamic nature. In the Mai Mahiu Narok area, west of Nairobi, residents witnessed the Earth splitting open, creating a vast crack up to 65 feet wide and 50 feet deep. This sudden geological event was primarily attributed to heavy rainfall washing away volcanic ash in an existing crevasse. The rapid opening of the rift forced local inhabitants, like Eliud Nyorog Mbugua, to hurriedly evacuate their homes to escape imminent danger. While initially alarming, this event needs clarification. It was not a direct result of tectonic rifting, but rather an instance of severe erosion. The East African Rift, part of the Great Rift Valley stretching across eastern Africa, is a long-term geological divide where the African plate is slowly splitting into the Nubian and Somali plates. However, the Kenyan incident primarily involved surface-level erosion, not the deep tectonic movements typically associated with the continental split. The role of volcanic activity in the rift formation. Volcanic activity plays a pivotal role in the formation of the East African Rift System, marking a dramatic intersection between the Earth's surface processes and its deep interior dynamics. Over the past 2 decades, a rich history of volcanic activity has been revealed in the East African Rift System, showcasing diverse eruptive styles and shedding light on the connection between rift dynamics and magmatism. This volcanic activity is largely influenced by the tectonic setting, where magma plays a key role in weakening the lithosphere, thus facilitating continental breakup. In the East African Rift System, the interplay of tectonic activity and volcanism is evident. Mantle upwellings contribute to this process, although the specifics of their scale and depth are still debated. The system is characterized by distinct magmatic and volcanic activities in its various sectors, with regions like the Afar area in northern Ethiopia and Eritrea showcasing extensive faulting, stretching of the lithosphere, and both intrusive and extrusive magmatic activities. This is believed to be indicative of the final stages of continental breakup or the onset of sea floor spreading. The volcanism is not just a surface phenomenon, it has deep-rooted implications. The emission of mantle-derived gases through the rift suggests that the East African Rift System serves as a major conduit for these gases to reach the atmosphere. The release of these gases, including significant quantities of CO2, is concentrated in different areas of the rift as it evolves, potentially influencing the global CO2 budget. Current research and discoveries. Recent studies on the East African Rift System have significantly advanced our understanding of this major geological feature that is actively splitting the African continent. These investigations are crucial not only for expanding scientific knowledge, but also for understanding the societal and economic impacts, such as natural hazards and resource management. Advanced laboratory experiments simulating large-scale tectonic processes have highlighted the role of rotational plate motion in the development of the rift system. This research is particularly insightful in understanding the dynamics of continental rifting and the ways in which the continental crust is stretched and pulled apart. Additionally, multidisciplinary research has shed light on the complex relationship between volcanic activity, rift dynamics, and magmatism within the East African Rift System. These studies have revealed varying eruptive styles and frequencies of volcanoes in the rift system, underlining the critical role of magma in weakening the lithosphere, a key factor in continental breakup. The research also focuses on mantle upwellings and their impact on magmatic and volcanic activities across different sectors of the East African Rift System. By studying the number, depth, and behavior of these upwellings, researchers gain crucial insights into the geological and magmatic processes within the rift, furthering our comprehension of continental rifting mechanisms. Global implications of Africa's split. The potential formation of a new ocean in the East African Rift System and its global implications are subjects of profound interest and ongoing research. The magmatism at Erta Ale in the Afar region of Eastern Africa is seen as a possible indicator of a transition akin to that of a mid-ocean ridge. This region, marked by the meeting of the Nubian, Somali, and Arabian tectonic plates, is undergoing significant changes that could lead to the formation of a new ocean basin. The active volcanism and tectonic movements in this area are contributing to the reshaping of the African continent, with the Great Rift Valley itself being a significant part of this transformation. However, there is no clear consensus among scientists on how close the Afar region is to becoming an oceanic spreading center. The complexity of tectonic settings and the evolution of continental rifting to oceanic spreading are still subjects of debate. While the thinning of the crust in the Afar region suggests a transition phase, the specific characteristics of the mantle beneath and the direction of rifting raise questions about whether this process will directly lead to the formation of a new ocean. The ongoing volcanic activity in the region, particularly at Erta Ale, is being closely studied to understand the nature of magma storage and the possible transition from continental rifting to oceanic spreading. The formation of a new ocean in this region would have significant impacts on global geography, climate patterns, and marine life. It would lead to the creation of new coastlines and marine environments, potentially altering ocean currents and atmospheric circulation. Such changes could have far-reaching effects on temperature, precipitation, and storm patterns, thereby affecting ecosystems, agriculture, and human populations globally. Societal and economic impact. The ongoing split of the African continent, marked by the East African Rift System, is set to significantly reshape the socio-economic landscape of Africa and beyond. As the continental rift progresses, new geopolitical borders and territories will emerge, necessitating the renegotiation of existing borders and territories. This process could lead to political challenges as new nations emerge, particularly affecting countries like Kenya, where parts of the nation are impacted by the rift. The need to redefine borders, coupled with the emergence of new nations, will potentially create new political systems and resource allocation priorities. The redrawing of African borders could profoundly impact regional organizations such as the African Union and the East African Community, requiring these entities to modify their structures and policies to accommodate the emerging geopolitical landscape. Furthermore, it could lead to the creation of new maritime borders, with substantial strategic and environmental implications. This change could drastically alter global trade patterns and provide new geopolitical options for coastal governments, potentially leading to new fishing grounds, mineral riches, energy resources, and fostering regional competitiveness and cooperation. Increased competition for resources is another significant outcome of this geological shift. New land masses and the new ocean between the continents could open up opportunities for resource development and exploration, posing challenges for countries dependent on shared resources. Water availability and usage across the continent could change, necessitating new water-sharing arrangements. Additionally, potential oil and gas deposits in the new ocean, particularly in contentious regions, could lead to tensions and territorial disputes. The East African area, including nations like Kenya, Somalia, and Tanzania, is anticipated to have significant hydrocarbon reserves, which could be a focal point for future exploration and production. However, territorial disputes, such as the ongoing one between Somalia and Kenya, could complicate these endeavors and escalate tensions. The future of the East African Rift. As the East African Rift system continues its gradual progression, it foreshadows a future where the African continent will look markedly different. The rift's slow but persistent movement is separating the continent into various large and small tectonic blocks, extending even to Madagascar, which is predicted to eventually break apart into smaller islands. This monumental geographical transformation, a continuation of the fragmentation of the supercontinent Pangaea some 200 million years ago, unfolds at a rate of mere millimeters per year. Consequently, it will be millions of years before we witness the complete formation of new oceans, particularly in the northern part of the rift where the extension rate is the fastest. Recent studies, leveraging advanced GPS data on surface motions in eastern Africa, Madagascar, and several Indian Ocean islands, reveal a more complex and widespread breakup process than previously thought. The discovery of broad deforming zones indicates that continental divergence occurs not only in narrowly deforming zones, but also through wide areas of diffuse deformation.